recruiting new team members like me,
or hosting a summit.
We work hard to sustain our program.
And to create a legacy.
And like all good storybook endings, they all lived happily ever after.
The end.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Tara, hopefully now that Hannah has this great audience's attention, I'm sure they're a little bit curious about what Falcon High School does with our program and what we're all about.
I bet they are. And first, we should tell them that we're the proud Falcons from Falcon, Colorado, and that we have an outstanding S2S program.
Yes, or maybe we should tell them about the nearly 300 new students we've helped with our program in the last couple of years.
You know what? That's extremely important. But first things first, we should let them know that you're Keenan, and I'm Tara, and it's definitely not the other way around.
Well, I'd hope so. So, to start things off, thank you all for coming. So I'm going to tell you what happens beyond the locker in the lunchroom. So to start things off, what we do is we'll have a pancake breakfast. Now the pancake breakfast is run twice a year, once at the beginning of the year, and once that semester. Now this is a great way for us to get all our new students incorporated and get them more involved and adjust a little bit better to our school.
Not only do new students get more involved with our pancake breakfast, but we incorporate our 3 F's: food, facts, and fun. We provide pancakes, facts about our school that every student should know, and fun games like the Ninja Game or Human Knot.
Now, just like Tara said, with our pancake breakfast, we always want to have some kind of activity or game. So whether it's our name game, just like she said, which gets our students learning each other's names a little bit better or incorporated with each other, or our ninja game, which gets them more out in the open and jumping around and breaking out of their shell, you're always going to have those students who don't want to participate or do anything, have their arms crossed and such. So what we do is we have a story in that with a kid named Sky. Sky started off as one of those kids, arms crossed, the whole smell of things, and didn't want to participate. I mean, he even tried to leave at one point. And with the help of our S2S program, we brought him back and he told us how much fun he had, and who knows what would have happened if we never had this.
Like Keenan said with Sky, Sky was about to leave, but we caught him before he did and convinced him to stay and have fun with us. We caught him because we recognized that body language. Our pancake breakfast allows us to identify new students and recognize that body language so that we can help them transition into a new school and transition into Falcon.
Now, a great way for us to help them transition and adjust a little bit better is for us to incorporate them and get them out of the lunchroom and into the hallways, and we'll have a scavenger hunt. Now, the scavenger hunt does one of a couple things. First off, it allows them to ask questions that they might not have had been able to ask, being that they were in the lunchroom with so many people and didn't have that one-on-one time with everyone. Now, second of all, it allows us to get that one-on-one time with them so we'll be able to answer those questions. Now lastly, it allows us to give them a brief little tour of the school so they'll be able to move around a little bit and get more adjusted.
While our pancake breakfasts occur every semester, our Java Clubs run consistently every week. Our Java Clubs run consistently every week so that our new students have a welcoming place to attend, meet new friends, and discuss different topics.
Now, with any type of school, you're obviously going to have different kids, so we incorporate 3 different Java Clubs. Now our first one is REACH, which is Respect Ethnic and Cultural Heritage. This basically is a talk session about, to be blunt, respecting ethnic and cultural heritage amongst each other. Now next is Military Support. Military support is a place, again, for a talk session for all our military students. It's open to everyone, but mostly our military students to, again, come and talk to each other and incorporate each other with common conversations. Now, next and lastly is stay active. And I'm going to let Tara explain that a little bit better.
Our Stay Active benefits new students in that it combines peer support and teacher support. New students can come in, get that one-on-one interaction with their peers and their teachers that they don't normally get in one of our classes of 30 students or more. I had a new student from Texas who attended online school. She wasn't used to being in a regular class setting or just doing regular homework, but when she attended Stay Active, she got used to the way we learn things at Falcon and finished out the year strong.
Now, whether any student from any place or any school wants to admit it, all students love being invited places. And our Java clubs are a great way for us to incorporate them. Now, whether they're sitting there making new friends or talking it up and having fun, it's a great way for S2S and our program to involve them.
Our pancake breakfast and our Java clubs meet the new students' individual needs, but our campaign was intended to reach out to the entire school.
Now, a great way for us to start off with that entire school is to start off with our teachers. Now, what we did was we broke our group up of so many members into smaller groups and presented them with 10 specific teachers. Now, once they were given those teachers, what they did was they went and presented to those teachers about what S2S is and what we do, and those teachers were given a survey afterwards. Now, once they answered that survey to help sway them a little bit better and get them excited, those teachers who got the most answers right were given a free hoodie.
You got it right. Okay. The competition to get that hoodie brought tons of excitement to our staff. I have Miss Rinsman running down the hall asking me about our Java clubs, and on the other side, Mr. Onboard was asking me about our wow factor. I even had Coach Gale, who's a super intense bodybuilder, all over me about my stuff because he really won that sweatshirt. Not only did the excitement raise awareness within our staff, but our campaign allowed staff members to identify us as S2S members so they could set up a new student with us, our S2S members.
Now, when you have those crazy teachers running down the hallways trying to get you and stuff, and you have those bodybuilder coaches pinning you up against the wall, you're obviously going to raise positive awareness and such amongst the school. So we want that amongst our entire school. So a great way for S2S to incorporate that is bringing Rachel's Challenge to the table. Now, Rachel's Challenge's goal as a whole, basically, is to start a chain reaction of positive events amongst the school. Now, S2S at Falcon has many great activities and programs and such to help us provide that for our students.
One activity we do is the pie eating contest. As you can see, Keenan clearly dominated. Every leader within our group is a leader within our school. Keenan, being one of the more influential leaders, can go up to that new student, talk to that new student, and that new student's automatically recognized by our peers as someone they can talk to, relate to, or even hang out with.
Now, just like Tara said, you're obviously going to have different types of leaders and students. So those students want somebody to relate to. So when that student's walking down the hallway not knowing where to go, or at their locker not knowing how to help open it, instead of them sitting there, they'll reach out to Tara and think back and say, hey, that's that person who was in the lunchroom with the pile over her face looking like a chipmunk. So instead of them not doing anything, to reach out and say, hey, can you help me to class? Or say, hey, can you help me open my locker?
Not only do our activities allow new students to identify S2S leaders, but also identify our faculty. If they see our teachers, counselors, or principals up there eating that pie or participating in three-legged races, that teacher is out of their comfort zone, and that teacher looks more approachable to that new student, which is more likely that the new student will go up, ask them questions, and talk to them.
So thank you guys for coming. Hopefully you can take home some of this, whether it's our Java clubs, our pancake breakfast, or our new student and teacher campaign, and adjust this to your schools and such, and help those new students transition and adjust a little bit better.
And don't forget our food facts and fun.